Have you ever wondered if you handle the situation properly? I know I have. Well, you're welcome to SIP. Here, we say it properly. And we're looking forward to having you on each episode as we learn together how to say it properly. I am MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA. See you then. Welcome to Say It Properly. My name is MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA, and today we're going to be talking about anger. Yes, you heard it before because last time we spoke about that, and so today is the conclusion of that. But I want to ask you, have you taken in all the points that we shared in the last episode? How was it for you? Have you been getting your trigger points and working on all the things that we spoke about? Well, we're going to be going into the conclusion part now, and so this is part B. Let's roll. Anger. And then you have the very destructive one where people just, the person becomes very, enraged. And they destroy things, they throw things around. You've seen it in movies, maybe you've seen it in a house, I do not know. But whatever it is, I've just shown you the different ways that people express anger. None of these ways, is a good way to, express anger, particularly say, oh, this is the right way to express anger. Each person is different. But definitely, throwing things around, destroying stuff is not a good way to express anger, because it is destructive and does not achieve the purpose that you are trying to accomplish. It doesn't achieve that purpose. You're trying to tell someone something. Anger is communicating, your feelings, your emotion. And so when you don't do it in a constructive manner, you're actually losing out at the end of the day. We're talking about saying it properly. So how do you deal with anger? First and foremost, you need to acknowledge it in yourself or in the child or in the teenager, the young adults, whoever you have around you. Acknowledge that they are angry. Acknowledge that you are angry as well. Why do I say that? Many times we say to children, why are you acting like a baby? Why are you angry about such a thing? What is wrong with you? No, we're not supposed to say that. You can say it properly. Say, I acknowledge, I realize that you're very upset right now. I know this is annoying to you. I know that you do not like to be in this situation. That way you are acknowledging the person's anger or the child's anger. Or even yours, because you are getting in touch with that feeling and knowing what is upsetting you. That's one. Do not dismiss the emotion. Anger, like I said at the beginning, is an emotion. And emotions are what? Transient. There's nothing that you feel now that you just keep feeling and feeling forever. No. So realize that, yes, I'm angry right now, but it does not mean I'm going to continue to be angry for the rest of my life or the rest of the day. And that's what you need to teach a child as well, that anger is transient. And so it's important to think about the consequences of your expressing anger. You're angry. Anger is an emotion, it's transient. So whatever you do at that time, be careful. And that takes me to watch your words. We're here at Say It Properly, so I say watch your words. The words that you speak when you're angry, they're not negated, they are words. You might say, I was just angry when I said it, but guess what? They came out. They came out. Many of us as Christians know that the Bible says that what? Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So somebody is going to say, what you said at that time is actually what you mean. And you might think, no, I was just angry. That was why I said it. You need to watch your words when you're angry. Moms and dads, watch your words. Watch what you say to your children when you're angry. You can scold them, that's fine. You can punish them, that's fine. But don't say words that would diminish who they are. Don't say words that would damage them. Don't say the kind of words that will bring their self-esteem down. We're still talking about anger. You can say, I told you it's a wide scope. It goes in so many dimensions and so many areas. With children, do not give in to tantrums. Yes. When a child sees that, oh, when I start throwing tantrums or throwing myself all over the place. Because mom and dad, the reality of it is that you want it to stop. Especially if you're outside, you're embarrassed. So you want it to stop. And you just say, okay, you give the child that. What you have done is you have just reinforced a bad behavior. And that child will do it again and again and again. I tell children, if you want to throw a tantrum around me, I'll clear the ground for you so that you can roll properly. And that's my cue to all parents there. If you have a child that is always, throwing things, throwing himself or herself around, and they are still little, when they are older, you don't let them do that. You make sure you clear the area so that they cannot harm themselves. When they are done with that, and you do not give in to that demand, guess what? The child realizes that, wow, this is not working. And then you can start teaching that child how to handle emotions properly. Do not give in to anger. Calm down. Find a strategy that works for you. What you need to do at that time, is it clamp your mouth so that you don't say the wrong thing? If you're the kind of person that, you get all kinds of words out and you just say the wrong things, next time, clamp your mouth. Just hold it. Don't say a word. Be quiet. Move away. But on the other hand, if you are also the kind of person that shuts down, I want to tell you here, doing that doesn't help you. Most of us do not realize that there are things that we experience that affect our physical body. You say somebody is so angry, there's so much anger in them, they get sick. A few weeks ago, I was at a program, and there was an older woman that gave a testimony of somebody who was so angry, and they had tried every kind of therapy for this woman, but they did not know it was anger at that time. So let me take it back. She was sick. She had all kinds of ailments, everything going on with her. What is it? They couldn't find. So they said, okay, you know what? Come in for this particular treatment. And she went to the therapist, where they're going to, an older woman, so she was having issues with her bones, her body. So they're going to tie her down and do some kind of electromagnetic something. I don't know the name. I'm not a medical doctor. And the woman, when she went through the first session, she said, this feels like death itself. And somehow started talking. And when she started speaking, talking about the amount of anger that was inside of her, anger hurts. And because this was the first time she was recognizing how angry she was, she went home, and the lady that she was speaking with to her, mommy, do this, do that. When she saw her 6 weeks later, she did not recognize the same person. The woman's countenance was different. She was no longer bent over. Why am I sharing this story? Anger that is put inside, it damages even the organs. And you'll be thinking, I'm just keeping quiet. I'm not going to say anything. Please express it, but express it in a very constructive manner. We're still talking about managing anger, because it's anger management. We'll all feel the emotion at one point or the other. Is it the children upsetting you and you do not want to, deal with it at that time? Step aside. But on the other hand, when you're working with younger children and they want to talk about their own emotions, it's not the time for you to say, I don't have time right now. It's wrong, because what you have taught that child is you're postponing their own emotions for your own sake. If they're older, yes, they have more understanding. But when they're younger, you say, okay, what is it? And then you walk them through it. You have a teenager or a child who is always just acting up and getting angry. You need to investigate, because most times it's more than what you're seeing on the surface. What exactly has happened to this child? Is there something they're dealing with that they're not talking to you about? I bet there is, because nobody stays angry consistently like that without a reason. Am I hitting home today? Am I speaking to somebody? Are you dealing with anger issues in your family? The one that touches me the most is when they say, that is how we are in our family. Anger is not a virtue. It's not a virtue. It's something that we should all not want. And so today on Say It Properly, you've learned methods, ways of walking away, calming down, discussing it, talking about what you're feeling, and knowing it's transient. That's how you handle anger. I'm hoping that the next time I see you, you tell me that you manage your anger better, and that even those in your environment will see that you are a happier person, because when anger leaves, your joy will come. once again, great to have you here on Say It Properly. I remain MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode, and I know it's going to be exciting. Do not forget to go on Byronbee TV. Subscribe, share, comment, like us. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Have you ever wondered if you handle the situation properly? I know I have. Well, you're welcome to SIP. Here, we say it properly. And we're looking forward to having you on each episode as we learn together how to say it properly. I am MABEL FOLUKE IRUKERA. See you then.